Excellencies, honorable members of the private sector, whether you are in the informal sector or in the formal sector, distinguished invitees, Mr. Vice President, apart from greeting all those who are present here today, we would want to start by thanking you for the honor you have bestowed us here in the Gambia. The visit, and this is the second visit, but then this visit is significant. You know, between the two countries, the borders and the languages that we inherited divided into two, but tradition. And if you look at the population dynamics, nobody can divide the two countries. We are here today to talk about two issues. We are here for two issues. Number one, what we would do at the level of the Senegal-Gambian Permanent Secretariat, but then what brings us here today, I believe, is of significant importance. Because, you know, countries, politics can divide them to the extent of other issues happening. But then, for the countries, business and trade and investment brings them together so that at the final analysis they can be strong blocks. So the shortest way to get to peace, to ensure that peace is showed, and what we will strengthen the relationship, has to go through trade and business. If you look at the European Union, everybody knows that the biggest fights in the world, known as the world wars, started in the European countries. And the two countries who highlighted this, who spearheaded this, are the ones who put in place the European Union. And the underpinning factor is trade of coal and other sources of energy. So therefore, talking about culture, what brings together closer, you talk about trade and all issues relating to economies and investments. If in the languages that we speak, there is always what will spearhead the languages. I mean, it also goes with trade and business. So our meeting here today in two countries which in the final analysis are one, to talk about economy, to talk about trade, and also to talk about investments, which is the backbone of the economy and trade. So in view of the above, I believe that this is significant. So this is why we hosted the second edition here with a view to showcasing such meetings. This is the second edition of the forum. It's commendable. This edition has as its theme harmonizing of friendlier business environment. All that we are doing, that underpins trade, economy, and investment, that we have to harmonize this between the Gambia and Senegal. This, in the final analysis, if you look at it from a global perspective, as African and Pan-Africans, we have to talk about African Union first. You know, the African Union is vast. The idea is to bring together all the African countries in a big space, more than 30 million square kilometers. The heads of states have deemed it necessary to harmonize all issues relating that would enable Africa to be a single market. This is why the AFCTFA was created, which was signed by all African countries with the exception of one. Now, we and the Gambia, we all are part and parcel of ECOWAS. ECOWAS, these are bring together countries in the western part of Africa. This also is a 6 million square kilometer space. For the time being, and currently, we have 17 countries who have decided to set up a integrated zone, a single market, so that any things that relating all the obstacles should be overtaken. We even talked about creating a common external tariff, mainly to harmonize all issues relating to customs when it comes to goods coming from other areas into our zone. Furthermore, we have participated in other fora, because not long ago I came here to attend the OMVG meeting. These are countries that share common heritage, because God brings together people, sometimes by force. Well, people say you cannot choose your relatives, but then when it talks about states, you cannot choose your neighbor. But sometimes God brings you together so that you can manage the affairs. So, for example, the lands, the rivers, the Casamance River, the Gambia River, is our heritage between Senegal and the Gambia. And this is why Senegal and Gambia met at that time to see how they can come up with a charter to see how together we can smoothly manage the Gambia River. Thereafter, Guinea-Bissau and Conakry joined the OMVG. But if you look at the status, it is Senegal and the Gambia who established the OMVG. So Vice President and the President, Mr. Barrow, we should look at the texts, because these texts have been signed a long time ago. Furthermore, this is, I've talked about a broader aspect, AU, between the Gambia and Senegal. As God will wish, in 2000, from 2011 to date, namely 13 years now, the Permanent Secretariat never met with a view to looking at what can be done and to smooth it so that we'll be able to all benefit from it. So today, our meeting here in Banjul, within that framework, we would like to thank God, but then we would have to commend the two heads of states, President Adama Barrow and President Bassirou Diomaye Faye. But then, please allow me to congratulate also the Vice President, because he was the one who mooted the initiative. He sat with us and said we would like to come to Dakar on a working visit. This took 2 days, and during those 2 days we discussed about this matter. President Adama Barrow was duly informed, and that before the end of the year, let us try and bring together the community.
For any selfish interest all to the glory of your name. We ask that you guide the speakers, you guide all the deliberations, you guide the politicians who are here in our midst today and all development partners, that all decisions that will be made today will be to the glory of your name. We ask all of this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much for stepping in. Your Excellency, the Prime Minister of Senegal, Ousman Sonko, Your Excellency, the Vice President, Mohamed B.S. Diallo of the Republic of the Gambia, Honorable Director Generals, Ousman Senghor of GAIPA, and Bakari Sega Bachili of EPICS, Honorable Ministers from the Gambia and Senegal, ambassadors and heads of the diplomatic corps, business communities here present from the Gambia and Senegal, heads of parastatals and public institutions, service chiefs, government representatives, members of the press, and all other protocols respectfully observed. We are honored today to be gathered here at the end of 2024 for a very singular event that will gather a family found in two countries, a family that shares their culture, their religion, their tradition, their language, and found in two colonial spaces. It is a unique family that is found nowhere else in the world. And this is why we are excited to be together. It's a reunion of the last event that took place in witness official visit of the Minister of Senegal in his capacity as Prime Minister to the Gambia, and the first, if I'm not mistaken, out of Senegal in his capacity as Prime Minister. And we are very grateful for that, Your Excellency. The program of the ceremony, opening ceremony, will be brief, but I am honored to also mention that there will be panel sessions that will take place here. And let me quickly just run down on the panel sessions for the benefit of those who don't know. As soon as the opening ceremony ends, we'll be doing the session first on discussion on investment opportunities and challenges in the Gambia and Senegal. Then we will have a panel on transport, logistics, maritime, customs, which synergizes on the way forward. Then we will have a panel after lunch on investment, financing, and business environment. Then a panel on economic zones and infrastructural development. And last, a panel on energy, oil, and gas. Then the closing ceremony will take place in the evening. Let me also inform you that concurrently, the Joint Consultative Committee that is established by both countries, that has established the Senegalo-Gambian Permanent Secretariat, will also be meeting, having experts meeting in other diverse areas. In those areas, there will be discussions over the status of the implementation of the Presidential Council, which was held in the 1st of August 2023. They will discuss on the roadmap 3, on border management, defense and security, environment, trade and transit, economy and finance, road transport, domestication of air transport from Banjul to Dakar, and also matters related to the Senegalo-Gambian Secretariat. So it will be a very busy day for all of us. However, without delay, second blessing of the event, I happen to have forgotten, which is our national anthem. So let me please ask everyone to stand up. So we will have the national anthem of both countries, the Gambia and Senegal. thank you, the police band, for that rendition. It is now my honor to invite both the CEO and the DG of GAIPA and EPICS to make their statements. However, because of the nature of the event, which is an investment forum, we will invite the technical, to play a video promotion.
Of Senegal. We congratulate him on the just concluded parliamentary election in which his party emerged winners with absolute majority. This second edition of the Senegambia Economic Trade and Investment Forum builds on the first one held last year in Dakar and marks a significant milestone in our shared journey towards enhanced cooperation, improved trade, and investment between our two vibrant neighbors, bonded by kith and kin. As we gather here under the theme, harmonization of a friendlier business environment, we are not just celebrating the ties that bind us, but are also laying the groundwork for a future filled with opportunities and coordinated priorities. The collaboration between the Gambia Investment and Export Promotion Agency, the Senegalese Agency for the Promotion Investment and Major Works, and the Gambian Embassy in Dakar is a testament to our commitment to fostering a robust and collaborative strategy on key areas of bilateral economic cooperation, investment and development, infrastructure projects, and the promotion of products made in the Gambia and made in Senegal. We will explore the vast potential within our agricultural and fisheries sectors, the promising realms of energy sector, oil and gas, and the rich cultural tapestry that binds our nations through arts and culture. Distinguished Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the government, through the Ministry of State, the Office of the President, through the Office of the President and the Presidency, through the Vice President of the Republic, for the leadership, all the dignitaries, business leaders, participants, and the media who have taken the time to be here with us today. Your presence signifies a shared vision for a prosperous future. I also want to acknowledge the hard work of our teams at GAIPA, as well as at APEX, who this year have gone the extra mile to create innovative platforms that will be used to coordinate and market our collective actions. I also sincerely thank the team of APEX for their sincere and professional engagement, as well as the Gambia High Commission in particular for its steadfastness and continued commitment. As we move forward, let's seize this opportunity that lies ahead. Let us engage in meaningful discussion, share our insights, and collaborate on initiatives that will drive our economics forward by creating more jobs and provide returns to people, society, and government. Together we can create a legacy of partnership that will benefit generations to come. In closing, we also want to take the opportunity to thank most of our partners and sponsors who are all Senegambian businesses. I encourage each of you to participate actively in this session, ask questions, and share your perspectives. Let us make the most of this forum and pave the way for a brighter, more prosperous future for the Gambia and Senegal, and foster an integrated ECOWAS of people and governments. Thank you, and welcome to the smiling coast of the Gambia. Thank you all.
Merci beaucoup, M. Ousseinou Senghor, le président directeur général de GAIPA. Comme cela a été pour GAIPA, nous avons l'honneur de demander à la régie de jouer une vidéo sur APIX avant d'inviter son directeur général de donner son discours. La régie. Le son et on n'a pas aussi l'image pour
Since the arrival of the President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, many large-scale projects are set to materialize and be executed at a rapid pace, considerably changing the face of Senegal in sovereignty, justice, and prosperity. The growing attractiveness of all sectors of activity and the dynamics of the public policies implemented within the framework of the Senegal Vision 2050 national agenda for transformation guarantees a prominent place for this rapidly changing country. Indeed, through its ambition, national pact, built on the indigenization of the economy, our country proudly showcases a wide array of achievements and experiences across various sectors, all under the Made in Senegal label. The port, airport, the railway, as well as the mining sector focuses on the great investments and business opportunities that our country offers. The National Agenda for Transformation, a frame of reference for all public policies, requires the full exploitation of the assets offered by other key sectors such as agriculture, livestock, oil, gas, etc. The business environment, along with the promotion of local resources, is a key focus of the government's first priority pillar, aimed at enabling the private sector to fully assume its role as a driving force in wealth and job creation. This translates into a simplification of the text and the gradual dematerialization of procedures related to trade and investments to lower the costs and increase the attractiveness and competitiveness of business. The impact of these reforms, underpinned by strong political will and good management of macroeconomic framework, has enabled a significant increase in foreign direct investments and the valorization of innovative SMEs champion that are opening up to the world's economy. The strengthening of good governance, high-quality human capital, and strong social equity and planning, and finally, sustainable development of the territory has also contributed to strengthening the image of a modern, stable country credited with real international recognition. The new town of Diamniadio, 30 minutes from the capital, delivers all its latest generational projects such as the Integrated Industrial Park of Diamniadio, the International Conference Center, the Ministerial Sphere, a jumbo career station, and omni-sport mobility creation TER. In addition to the TER, another large-scale project will also help facilitate mobility in the region. The BRT, Bus Rapid Transit, a modern, secure public transportation bus project with dedicated lanes. A great BRT combination for multimodal transport with its ultra-modern airport of international standard. Up as a generation adaptability in the continuity of the country's businesses allow a readjustment of the national offer in order to meet the major events of the projects initiated and to succeed in the mastery of food, health, and security sovereignty. With Senegal's pioneering position on the issues of debt cancellation and African integration, President Bassirou Diomaye Faye also imprinted his mark of his great leadership. The world listening to the major issue of the acceleration of the endogenous and sustainable development of our country makes Senegal an open and united partner to explore all opportunities for recovery. In front of you today, dear investors, Senegal and its president invites you to discover a nation committed to its growth, pledge of a reinvented future.
Merci, quelle beauté. C'est un honneur pour moi maintenant d'inviter le directeur général de EPIX, M. Bakary Sega Bachili, de donner son discours.
Assalamu alaikum. Excellence, Monsieur le vice-président de la République de Gambie, Excellence, Monsieur le Premier ministre de la République du Sénégal, Monsieur le CEO, mon frère Djaipa Ousseynou Senghor, Mesdames et Messieurs les ministres, Mesdames et Messieurs les représentants des secteurs privés gambiens et sénégalais, distingués invités, chers participants, c'est avec une immense fierté et un grand enthousiasme que je prends la parole aujourd'hui à Banjul, à l'occasion de cette deuxième édition du Forum économique, commercial et d'investissement sénégalo-gambien. Cet événement marquant ne se contente pas de symboliser les liens historiques et fraternels qui unissent nos deux pays. Il incarne également notre volonté commune de renforcer et de diversifier nos échanges économiques et commerciaux pour l'avenir. Le forum qui nous réunit aujourd'hui marque un tournant décisif dans nos relations. C'est la première fois qu'une délégation aussi prestigieuse, conduite par son Excellence le Premier ministre du Sénégal, M. Ousman Sonko, composée de membres de gouvernement, de hauts fonctionnaires et de représentants du secteur privé, se retrouve en Gambie, ici en Gambie, pour poser les bases d'une collaboration ambitieuse et concrète. Mesdames et Messieurs, chers invités, depuis la première édition de ce forum tenu à Dakar en octobre 2023, des avancées significatives ont été réalisées, avec notamment Gambia Transport Service d'un partenariat pour faciliter les investissements bilatéraux. Cependant, malgré ces progrès, des défis subsistent pour la valorisation durable de nos ressources naturelles, une intégration régionale accrue et la structuration d'un secteur privé dynamique et innovant. Mesdames et Messieurs, chers partenaires, notre objectif est clair, comme d'échange, débouchant des investissements structurants et des emplois. Nos deux pays regorgent de ressources naturelles et humaines. Le Sénégal, par exemple, dispose de 4 millions d'hectares de terres arables, soit près de 20% de la superficie, employant 70% de la population active. De plus, le secteur des hydrocarbures au Sénégal connaît une dynamique prometteuse, avec des productions pétrolières et gazières effectives depuis fin 2023. Parallèlement, le pays s'engage dans la transition énergétique, avec un mix énergétique composé à 30% d'énergie renouvelable. Ces initiatives offrent des opportunités significatives dans les infrastructures vertes. En Gambie, le potentiel est tout aussi impressionnant, notamment dans les domaines de l'agriculture, du tourisme et des services. À ce titre, la production d'arachide, représentant 30% du PIB de la Gambie et en 70% de la population, pourrait conduire nos gouvernements à travailler sur une politique agricole commune sur ce sous-secteur afin d'en tirer davantage profit sur le marché national et international. Ensemble, en unissant nos forces, nous pourrons développer des secteurs clés tels que l'agriculture, l'agro-industrie, les TIC et les énergies renouvelables. Mais pour y arriver, il est impératif de lever les obstacles existants, notamment la révision des taxes de transit, l'harmonisation des procédures douanières, la modernisation des infrastructures de transport, l'établissement d'un corridor commercial. C'est tout le sens des objectifs déclinés par la zone de libre-échange continentale africaine, ZLECAf, qui représente une opportunité majeure. En créant le plus grand marché intégré du continent, la ZLECAf offre un cadre idéal pour renforcer la compétitivité de nos entreprises et élargir leur accès à de nouveaux marchés. Elle nous incite à harmoniser nos politiques commerciales, à réduire les barrières tarifaires et non tarifaires et à stimuler les investissements dans le secteur clé de nos économies. En préservant nos industries de la concurrence déloyale des produits importés et en tirant parti de cette dynamique d'intégration, nous pouvons positionner nos économies au sein des chaînes de valeur régionales et internationales. Conscientes de ces défis, les deux nations ont récemment pris des mesures pour améliorer la situation. En août 2024, des accords ont été conclus pour faciliter le passage des véhicules à la frontière, notamment en réduisant ou en supprimant certaines taxes et en harmonisant les procédures de transit. Ces initiatives visent à promouvoir un commerce transfrontalier plus fluide et à renforcer l'intégration économique de nos deux pays. Le développement de joint ventures régionales constitue également un levier essentiel à promouvoir pour maximiser les bénéfices de cette intégration. Ces partenariats permettent à nos entreprises de s'exporter plus facilement, de mutualiser les ressources et de partager leur savoir-faire dans des secteurs stratégiques tels que l'agro-industrie, l'énergie ou les technologies numériques. En conjuguant nos forces, nous pourrons non seulement stimuler la croissance de nos entreprises locales, mais aussi contribuer activement à la transformation économique de notre sous-région. De plus, le renforcement de la collaboration entre APIX et JPA jouera un rôle dans la facilitation des investissements et la promotion d'un environnement des affaires attractif. Monsieur le vice-président, Monsieur le Premier ministre, chers invités, fidèle à sa mission de promotion des investissements et de développement des grands projets d'infrastructure, APIX SA s'est très tôt engagé à élaborer une stratégie ambitieuse pour attirer les investissements et stimuler l'économie du Sénégal en parfaite adéquation avec l'agenda national de transformation Sénégal Vision 2050. À ce titre, plusieurs projets phares, programmes stratégiques et mesures incitatives ont été mis en œuvre. Les zones économiques spéciales telles que celles de Diass, Diamniadio et Sandiara offrant des exonérations fiscales et douanières, en plus de faciliter à l'exportation. Nous annonçons ici également l'ouverture prochaine de la zone économique spéciale de Ndayan, qui accueillera le futur port, soutenu par le corridor ferroviaire reliant la plateforme portuaire aux zones de production intérieure jusqu'aux plateformes logistiques de Kaolack et de Tambacounda pour une connectivité optimale. En collaboration avec l'Agence nationale d'aménagement des territoires, nous avons également identifié des zones d'investissement stratégiques, telles que les zones côtières dédiées aux industries de transformation des produits halieutiques, ou encore l'axe d'Ara-Touba-Méré, qui sera un corridor dédié à l'industrie du cuir. Des zones agricoles ont également été définies, avec pour ambition de gagner le pari de la souveraineté alimentaire. Nous procédons actuellement à la révision du Code des investissements afin de proposer un cadre réglementaire plus compétitif pour les investisseurs. Ces avancées témoignent de la volonté du Sénégal de diversifier et d'harmoniser son économie et de créer un environnement propice des investissements sous l'impulsion des services rendus par APIX-SA au niveau des pôles territoires à travers ces plateformes locales d'investissement regroupant des services dédiés aux entreprises. Mesdames et messieurs, chers investisseurs, l'histoire nous enseigne que la prospérité est le fruit d'une vision collective, d'un engagement résolu et d'une coopération active. Par leur proximité géographique et culturelle, le Sénégal et la Gambie possèdent tous les atouts pour devenir des pôles économiques dynamiques en Afrique de l'Ouest. Ce forum doit être donc une source concrète d'action. Ensemble, travaillons à bâtir ce pont qui va doter nos économies d'un cadre attractif, souverain et compétitif, ancré dans une gestion stratégique de nos ressources et une vision partagée du développement durable. Je ne saurais terminer sans exprimer ma profonde gratitude à nos hôtes gambiens pour leur accueil chaleureux et leur dévouement à l'organisation de cet événement. Ensemble, nous construirons un partenariat encore plus fort, marqué par des échanges accrus et une ambition commune de progrès. Je remercie également nos partenaires dans le cadre de l'organisation de ce forum, de grande envergure, entre autres, Wave, 3MD Énergie, Deluxe Property et Géoman Ingénierie. Je vous remercie de votre attention.
Merci, M. Bachili. Pour citer Hubert Deschamps, il a dit que la Gambie et le Sénégal, c'est un peuple divisé par les hasards de la colonisation. Donc, on espère que ce forum va réunir les gens pour l'intérêt commun. The organization of this forum have started several years back. And those who are very key to follow up, to ensure that this forum succeeds, are our respective representatives in our different countries. The Gambian ambassador to Senegal and the Senegalese ambassador to the Gambia. And I remember on the 4th of August, when the Gambian ambassador to Senegal through His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, submitted the invitation to His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Senegal, to this forum, and which the Prime Minister accepted with gratitude. It is therefore my honor to invite His Excellency, Hadrame Sidibe, the Gambian Ambassador to Senegal, to make a statement.
Thank you. His Excellency Mohamed B.S. Jallow, Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, His Excellency Ousman Sonko, Prime Minister of the Republic of Senegal, Honorable Ministers, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Director General of APEX, Chief Executive Officer of GAIPA, senior government officials, entrepreneurs from the Gambia and Senegal, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me the greatest privilege to welcome you all to this historic occasion of the second edition of the Gambia-Senegal Economic Trade and Investment Forum, Exhibition Fair and Cultural Gala Dinner, co-organized by the Gambia High Commission in Dakar, APEX, and GAIPA. This significant investment forum aims to strengthen the bonds between the Gambia and Senegal. Today, we gather with a shared vision to enhance trade and investment, to foster cultural exchange, and promote the free movement of goods and people across our borders. Our two nations have not only geographical proximity, but also rich cultural and historical ties. It is upon this foundation that we seek to build a future of prosperity and mutual benefit for our peoples. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the enhancement of trade and investment between the Gambia and Senegal is at the forefront of our agenda. By creating a conducive environment for businesses and investors, we can unlock the economic potential that lies within our region. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that trade barriers are minimized and that our policies encourage entrepreneurship and innovation. The free movement of goods and people is vital for economic integration and growth. By facilitating ease of travel and transportation, we can ensure that businesses thrive and that our citizens enjoy greater opportunities for collaboration and exchange. This is not merely an economic imperative, but a testament to our commitment to regional unity and cooperation. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, beyond economic ties, cultural exchange and people-to-people interactions are essential to deepen our understanding and appreciation of each other. By promoting cultural initiatives and educational exchanges, we can foster an environment of mutual respect and admiration, enriching the lives of our citizens. As we deliberate on and discuss new avenues for cooperation today, let us be guided by the spirit of partnership and shared goals. Let us commit to a future where the Gambia and Senegal work hand in hand to achieve sustainable development, peace, and prosperity. The Gambia is proud of its historic, deep, and special friendship with Senegal, which goes back many centuries. We have worked together with determination to consolidate this relationship in all fields, including economic, investment, and culture. Because of this solid relationship, we are constantly looking for new ways and means to enhance the relationship and ways to add new dimensions to it. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Since the last forum, which was held last year in 2023, this relationship and partnership has witnessed many developments. As such, there was a need to organize the second edition of the forum with the aim of pushing the strategic partnership between our countries to new horizons. I am glad that this event today will provide an opportunity for many Gambian and Senegalese entrepreneurs to interact as well as exhibit their products. It further promotes people-to-people relations between the two countries in strengthening the long-standing bilateral ties of our two countries. This initiative by the Gambia High Commission forms part of our work to promote and showcase opportunities for both countries, especially in the area of trade, investment, and culture. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I wish to thank His Excellency Mohamed B.S. Jallow, Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, and His Excellency Ousman Sonko, Prime Minister of Senegal, for attending this important event. Your presence is deeply appreciated, and it fully demonstrates our commitment towards strengthening the bilateral ties between the Gambia and Senegal, especially in trade and investment. Please allow me to extend my gratitude to Honorable Mamadou Tangara, Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Cooperation, and Gambians abroad, and the entire staff at the Foreign Ministry for their guidance and support. Special thank you goes to Mr. Bakary Seja Bachili, Director General of Apex, his entire staff, and Mr. Ousmane Senghor, Chief Executive Officer, Gambia GAIPA, and his team, and their cooperation and support by working closely with Gambia High Commission in Dakar towards making this event a success. Kindly allow me to sincerely thank my staff at the Gambia High Commission in Dakar for their commitment and dedication towards the organization of this event. I also wish to recognize the contribution of the Ministry of Finance and his staff. A big thank you. Thank you also to our partners, our sponsors towards this event. A special thank you goes to our two presidents from their unwavering commitment for a better Senegambia. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a very successful deliberation. Long live Gambia, Senegal friendship and cooperation. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ambassador Hadrame Sidibe. We are drawing near to the major statements, but I will be found amiss if we do not entertain His Excellency the Prime Minister of Senegal on a little bit of history concerning the Gambia and Senegal. And as I'm not the right person, I would like to invite Mr. Hassoum Cissé to give him a brief moment to run down on the history of the Gambia and Senegal. Mr. Hassoum Cissé is the Director General of the National Center for Arts and Culture. He is the on the history of the two countries.
With your support, I will with your support. Jërëjëf Dr. Barry, di nuyu His Excellency Vice President, di nuyu His Excellency Prime Minister ak kilifa yu fi toog diggante ñaari réew yi comme li ñoo def nii tey mën nañoo wax ne December 1958 Jaamu Modu ñëwoon na Banjulos amoon na fi ñaari fan ànd ak ñaari ministre ak ay kilifa 1958 1st December because Sénégal mu ngi nekk an autonomous republic 30th November 58 so bër set rek jàmm mu du ñëw pour door di dox tànki jàmm ak di jokkalante diggante Gambia ak Sénégal ñu teg si ay at April 4 1961 Père Ndiaye nekkoon chief ministre Jàmm Madou oo ko Dakar pour mu dem si independence celebration bi waaw April 4 1961 foofu itam ñaari kilifa yi waxtaan diggante Gambia ak Sénégal koom-koom bi aada cosaan ak yokkute ñu teg si juróom-benni fan 10 April Jàmm Madou ñëw Sénégal ak ay ministre comme nu prime ministre Sonko def ni tey ñu am fi ñeenti fan moom ak Père Ndiaye ñu commencé lu ñu ooyee interministerial commission IMC waaw bu ci lañ ko taxawal waaw April 1961 diggante Père Ndiaye ak Jàmm Madou waaw June si at boobu meeting bi ñu def ko Dakar interministerial commission bi xam ne ministre Gambia ak ministre Sénégal ñu tase Dakar pour waxtaan yëpp nag communication yoon bi amin affaire yi jënd ak jaay ak yooyu November mu amee ñaari fan 1961 IMC bi ñëw batos fii waaw moom itam Jàmm Madou moo ñëwaat ak Père Ndiaye seen ministre yi liggéey waaye boobu nag dafa amoon luñ doroon di xaatim mooy géeji Sénégal ak géeji Casamance nan lañ ko mun a gën a doxalee ba muy génne maalo mu bëri ndax Gambie di am maalo si géej gi ak itam Sénégal di am maalo si géej bi waaw ak boobu ñu ngi ko defoon 2nd to 4th November 61 waaw 1965 March bu Gambie amee independence ba pare am nañ defense agreement ak diplomatic agreement suma xarit docteur Tangara lii dañ jël si waxtaan time boobu Senghor ak Jawara ñu ne Gambia amul xaalis pour ubbi ambassade ay ambassade fu nekk Sénégal ëpp doole am nañ ambassade am embassy fu nekk kon mboolem fu embassy Sénégal nekk nit yi Gambia mun na faa dugg dox soxlaam dañ ko sign maa ñaari embassy rek la yi high commission bu Dakar ak bu nekk London waaw so bu ñaari kilifa yi dañ d'accord si loolu ne daal amin ñi dimbalante te Senghor moo jox Jawara plane mu dem ñu Addis ndax Gambia boppa OAU March 1965 waaw Senghor moo indi plane am bi def si essence jox ko Jawara ndax mu mun a dem Addis ndax Gambia bokk si OAU ñu teg si ay weer Senghor defaat loolu sponsor Gambia ndax ñu bokk UN 24 September 65 foofu laa jeexale na te lu am njëriñ la because su Sénégal nanguwu doon Gambia du gaaw a dugale because soo xoolee Mauritanie ñu ngi am independence 19 November 60 Senghor ak Morocco ñu ne ko Moukhtar Ould Daddah doo bokk UN parce que suñ border bi ak yii Senghor dafa teg tànkam ba October 61 la UN door a nangu si Mauritanie bokk so foofu itam Sénégal jàppale na fa Gambia Sénégal Équateur ak Ivory Coast ñoo sponsor yëkkati seen loxo ne waa Gambia mun naa bokk ak UN 24 September 1965 man daal si lu ma compté juróom-benn fukki nangutoo ak juróom-ñaar ñaari réew yi amin nangutoo lañ ko lu nekk nag xay bind làkki réew mi sax am na ay nangutoo yu ñu def 1978 xam nga pour làkki pël noo koy bindee mu nekk benn noo koy bindee Gambia soose noo koy bindee Sénégal mu nekk benn ak noo koy bindee Gambia loolu sax liggéey nañ ci léegi nga xanaa yeesalaat waaye ci suma xel luñ nangutoo amut xanaa yeesalaat dëgëral gën koo dëgëral ndax ñaari réew bi gën a nekk si jàmm am docteur Barry sama dem Dakar bi yaa tax de waaw te kam de Caaroy bi liggéey nañ si bu baax a baax Your Excellency Prime Minister, thank you very much for the initiative that you have done. Dem naa si archive bi am naa kayit yu bëri sama xarit ak sama naataango Omar Badiane DPC mu ngi fi dinaa ko jox mu joxal ma ko professeur Diouf waaw ndax mu ñu boole ko lu bëri am nañ ci si archive bi affaire yi Caaroy parce que tubaab bi dafa amoon ñu nëbb foofu génne ko Dakar indi nëbb ko fii waaw mën na gis naa yëpp waaw photocopie naa ko waaw photocopie naa ko dinaa ko jox Badiane mu jox ma ko professeur ak Diouf te itam docteur Tangarang fi ñun jàngkat yi si ñaari réew yi dañ dee jokkalante bu baax démb si guddi rek la ma Cheikh Anta Diop yónnee benn invitation ñu ne professeur Barry Boubacar Barry ak professeur Abdoulaye Bathily ndax ñu ne defal maanaam daal tàgg leen seen liggéey si history waaw so ñu ngi si invite February moom daf dee dem ñun dañ dee dem waaw bokk si debate yi léegi li ñuy dem Assane Seck def si symposium yi so jàngkat yi nekk si ñaari réew itam ñu ngi jokkalante ak